Just a 30-minute drive east of Melbourne CBD is a leafy oasis, a perfectly conceived place where tranquility and activity, nature and technology meet to form a sanctuary. A new standard in retirement living, Pavillions, Blackburn Lake. The beautiful environment of the Blackburn Lakes precinct required a deft architect's hand to maintain nature's balance in a development that should nestle into the landscape rather than dominate. Frank Bambino was that architect.
Look, the greatest enjoyment we've got out of designing Pavillions Blackburn is actually the sense that we're creating a home. To design accommodation for the modern retiree is challenging and rewarding in equal parts. Pavillions goes hand in hand with the green environment of Blackburn and the green leanings of the demographic. Sustainability and conservation of energy are built into every aspect of this place. The design of Pavillions is really focused right around that environment. It became the centrepiece of the design, if you like. Natural light, windows, open spaces, and actually enhancing all that's great about that environment. The result is a low-lying cluster of 8 buildings, which affords residents an almost treehouse outlook, which is incredibly gratifying. My main considerations were to allow for the things that create healthy living. Spaces for exercise, activities, socialising and entertainment are vital, built-in features that will sustain a positive state of mind in residents every day. With Blackburn Lake in the back garden, we're off to a great start. There's no doubt that here, you've got the close, friendly community feel with easy access to life's basic necessities. Supermarkets, hospitals, public transport, freeway access, entertainment, sports clubs, and great local shopping centres too. What we try to do when we're designing these spaces is actually try to replicate the way someone would live their life on a day-to-day basis. So at home, you'd go off to the hairdressers or you'd meet a friend for a coffee. So we want to create spaces within the community itself that allow that natural transition to happen. People can run into each other or plan to meet in the library, the beautiful art studio, the cinema, workshop. I also plan for residents to have the choice of various dining spaces. Of course, in their own private apartment, around the outdoor barbecue, or the community cafe. These are places where family and friends will feel welcome. Pavillions has been designed from a holistic perspective. Good design and good living go hand in hand.
Our appointment of Paul Hecker was all about what goes on the inside.
Hecker Guthrie have been proud to work on this exciting project. It's been fun working with a client and a passionate team, and with an extraordinary site to create this unique offering. We've selected a sophisticated palette of finishes, subtle oak flooring, muted stones and soft painted finishes of the highest quality to create a warm, textured environment that embraces a feeling of calm and serenity. The palette also allows the purchaser the maximum flexibility when it comes to choosing furniture and artwork, or placing their own existing furniture. When selecting the finishes, we've also been very aware of the connection with the external site and have been careful to create a palette of finishes that exists in harmony with the natural environment. Our aim was to create homes that enabled the process of downsizing to be as easy and joyful as possible. Rather than this apartment being compromised, our aim was to ensure we created homes that are aspirational, incorporating those things that a purchaser may have wanted but has never had. For example, proper entries, butler pantries and TV units in all the apartments. The latest technologies are also an integral part of the offering, with the integration of such items as induction cooking, solar power and an app for the Pavillions community. Embracing those things that make life easier and more comfortable. We have done our absolute best to ensure these apartments are state-of-the-art with a definite thought to the future. Our hope is that all purchasers will come to regard these apartments as their dream home.
The site for the new Pavillions Blackburn Lake retirement community has fond memories for so many Seventh-day Adventists. We've often called it the old campground at Nunawading. It was our special place, where Big Camp was the major event each year. There were programs for every age group. It was great, with so many camping in the tents or caravans for the whole 10 days. Thousands still love to go to Big Camp, But as you know, we can't hold it at Nunawading any longer. When the old campground was first set up, it seemed such a long way from the city, way out in the country. Now it definitely has become part of Melbourne. With the new Pavillions development, we wanted the history of the site, our heritage, to be considered and acknowledged. And you'll notice the logo has a stylised tent in it. And we wanted to preserve and respect the natural surroundings. And we spent a lot of time finding and briefing architects and designers who would be sensitive to both the site and our teachings and beliefs. A new community is going to grow and flourish here. The new residents will be able to experience the healthy, natural lifestyle we believe in. They'll also enjoy the beauty, peace and serenity that we in the Adventist Church have experienced here. A new auditorium is to be built for our worship services and special events. And our own Advent Care organisation will be in charge of managing the property. And Advent Care has done very well with independent living units. It's in good hands. The old campground is now Pavillions, Blackburn Lake. It was always a special place. It'll continue to be a special place.
Pavillions Blackburn Lake is a cut above other retirement developments, but you won't find anywhere more down to earth if you tried.